What's up, YouTube? I may be adjusting this just a teeny little bit throughout because I'm going to be doing stuff this go around this video. But yeah, so this is kind of a maintenance piece, I would say. And we're going to be talking about what it takes to maintain and why you would want to maintain something like this that I have right there. I understand that for some folks, some of this is just very alien. The idea that you would be responsible for keeping something going, caretaking something. So that's why I'm touching back on this. But yeah, I'm over here getting stuff out of here. This is actually my second take. Before you ask me why I wouldn't just do another take, we're already a take in, so we're not doing any more takes. All right, so this guy is from Steel City Cutlery, as you can see from his tank stamp. Unfortunately, and this is obviously my fault, I don't know how it'd be anybody else's fault but mine, I didn't keep a super duper close eye on this, probably because I wear it every day, as counterintuitive as that really is if you think about it. But what we're going to do, we're going to start out, and I have some... So here's the problem. I feel like this is a lot to do with why some videos don't get made on YouTube, is that dragging all this stuff over to a single spot and then like doing it in this spot behind a camera is like the least fun thing you could do. But here's the thing though, is I do feel like this is worth doing. So I guess I took the bowling alley wax, and I'm jamming it in here. So the thing is that I don't want, obviously, rust to form on my blade. I mean, rust is never good. There's no way that rust is ever, ever, ever good. It just simply is not. It is the corrosion, compromise, breakdown, the deleterious effects of fairly humid atmosphere, well, extremely humid, really, on things like steel. Because steel, I mean, I don't know when you would find this in nature, right? I mean, a man makes tools, which is like next to godliness, but less so than cleanliness, I would think. So I jammed it down in there. Hopefully that mitigates if there is rust particles, because rust makes rust, basically. And we are going to go ahead. So you can see I did blue this, but the issue is the following. It makes it kind of hard to really see when some things are rusting. And I get that that's kind of it seems silly to say. And maybe because it is silly. I don't, it could be a silly thing. Maybe I'm a silly Billy. So there's going to be a little bit of pitting on right here. I may just, because it was pretty concentrated to right here, I think that might be it. I thought I was going to do the whole thing, but I really did. I'm not just saying that. But the further I got, the more I realized I don't really want to put this patina back on here. So what we're going to do, ooh, gross. Never really have a chance to use this stuff. It is the... Listen, folks, I realize that there's some other products out there, and honestly, I'll probably buy them just because I'm a weirdo that collects these things. Oh, I am contracting the condensing the collection once again. So we're gonna get this on there. We're just gonna let it set. And this stuff is a little bit less strong than, say, the polishing cream. This is the top of my trash can, by the way. I thought it would be slick to cut this hole in here so I could just drop pop cans in, but it kept cracking. I'm gonna grab. So I want to remove the prelim off camera. Oof. All right, I'll do it on camera. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Another change in plans. We're going to go ahead and sorry for the lack of talking. So the corrosion is really, it's been helped by the patina. I will say that. It's been stymied. How about that? I'll use a big literary word to sound smart. Problem is it kind of camouflages that there is still rust. I mean, I wear this right next to my body every single day. So it's not really surprising that there's a little bit of oxidization. I'm just going to try to mitigate it. And weird to bring maybe I know that so my channel is comprised of pieces of several different audiences. So if you want to think of that as that, like SAPs, impact weapons, the high-end slip joints, stuff like that. So different pieces of that. And there's I got some preppers. There's a lot of just plain old crazy people that follow, but that's cool too. Hang on. So it still has a lot of the finish. I like the finish on it. Oh, so I've been using this. The Flitz ceramic spray stuff. It works pretty well some of the time. So I'm trying to really nail down, is it gonna work for this? And I don't know. I am trying to. The thing is, though, is that I'm still gonna I'll probably have to. I'm gonna try to do it once a month where I just go over it like this, because I'm afraid what's happening, and I know it's happening on some level, is that I'm trapping impurities with different stuff I'm putting on it, and that's why you're seeing some of the bigger pieces of like right below the skull. I mean, that is, I think that used to be a sign, or there was something on there, part of the maker's mark, and then it got corroded. But I will say that up to now, I've been checking on this probably once a quarter of a year. So every few months, I would pull it out and then maybe brush some of the corrosion off. Because it hasn't been a lot. Like, I'm not just, it's not like I swim in the sea every day. It's just been a noticeable amount that I don't want to have. Could I probably get away with never looking at it? Yeah, I probably could. Super nice piece of equipment. I mean, after I've been wearing this for I think over a year solid now. I think it might definitely be over. I don't know. Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it's going on like 2. But anyway, maybe ish. I don't know. But that's really when you see, is something well constructed? This is well constructed for sure. It's going to be a long video just because this is going to take a minute. So right now I would consider this pretty well stripped of stuff that could potentially because if you think of rust, corrosion as just like necrotic skin, that is it's analogous to an extent. It's just not super analogous, so people don't really make that comparison. It is to an extent though. But this has normal wear for a piece that someone is wearing every single day. I will say the gentleman that runs Steel City Cutlery, he did tell me to put a little drop of oil on it every day, and I have not done that. It's been, so yeah, you can almost see it. All right, thinking, do I want to? No, I don't want to. We'll see how this takes. So we let out with the burnishing cream, preliminary cream. Oh my God. Okay, got it. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done with this. This is the blue polish cream. Yeah, that stuff is awesome. One thing I do want to do, I know this doesn't seem like it would still burnish off some stuff, but it will. And there's still a lot on this. Let me grab this guy. Like if I was being really thorough, super thorough, I would clear all that off. I just don't think it's gonna have any negative effects, so I'm not super worried. But yeah, so this is all led up to this moment where I am going to, one last time, I'm gonna wipe it down. So obviously we got a good amount. I just want to make sure that it's all the surface tension is broken and we are indeed treating it at a level fairly close to being naked for this thing. Let that dry for a second. So I do think that this will be positive in a lot of different ways and aspects. One thing I am going to do, there's so much paste in there. The paste is a petroleum product, probably made from the wax found in palm leaves, I would bet. We got one more. Let's try to clean this up a little. So the sheath, obviously, I didn't even rinse it out, so I'm just trying to kind of halt everything that might be going on in there. Obviously, this is a lot of attention on this, but I would do genuinely wear this piece quite a bit. Got some corrosion. So at this point, obviously, I'm pretty sure that the ceramic stuff in that weird applicator spray-on stuff, that, by the way, doesn't have even a hazardous material warning on it. At least I don't think it did. I'm pretty sure it's in all the crevices and whatnot. Like I said, I'm going to be checking on this fairly regularly. I don't know. Some people are going to watch this video and be like, man, this was boring. And others are going to be like, that they aren't even into this stuff. Well, I feel like that leaving out the maintenance part altogether is maybe not the best. Because even I kind of fall prey to this idea of like, well, you buy something, you kind of get like, well, it's a collector's. It's like collecting, right? That makes you happy. You have something new, it's shiny or whatever, and then, but it's not like the other stuff disappears or that we are not working on it. But yeah, so I will probably check on this again tomorrow. I'll wear it today. I'm going to keep treating it over the weekend. And then hopefully it'll just be something I do. This isn't done yet. Hang on. It'll just be something I do every once in a while. It won't necessarily be, or even be this extensive. It does get shinier after the ceramic application, which is, I know that's so dumb to be like, this means it works, but it's something that does make me feel like this is doing something. I do think this, that application does work. I don't know if it would really work that great on knives where, man, now this is just like super slick. I don't know if it would work great on knives where there's a lot of use or friction. It's just going to rub off. So, but this isn't something. I mean, I've never, besides carrying it every day, I've never used it. There's only one use for it, so, which is great. And look how strong this tip is. Bam. This is super well made. It's also, I mean, granted, it is simple, but it's not, because I can put this right down on a table and spin it around, and it's resting on a single point. Yeah. That's about all she wrote for this one. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. You folks have a good rest of your day. Bye now.